think twice. What's up? Hey, big day for KJ today, and for the really the organization and for the 12s and all. He's been such an amazing competitor in this program, and been such a great person. He showed today, just reminded you what a perfect teammate he really is, and always. And we were really blessed to have him here for all those years, and he had a really, I know you all were there, just a really good ceremony and an opportunity to give thanks and share his appreciation for all the inspiration from everybody and all that. And he's inspired all of us. So it's a big day for KJ, big day for us.
A lot of friends are wondering, Pete, why not re-sign him? Why did he not go to the Cards? Was the defense just so different? What were the factors?
It was time. It was time.
What did it mean to you hearing him say what he had to say about you today in the press conference?
To see him so grateful for his experience and the time here, the relationships he talked about with all the, not just the coaches and all that stuff he talked about, but his teammates and his friends. These guys are all planning on living around here. They already do, and they've got a community building here that's based from the opportunity to play together, and that makes me proud. Makes me proud as hell. They found home. They found lifelong friendship. And they really cherish it, and obviously they're making life changes and life decisions to stay here, So I take a lot of pride in that. And I love that they're around.
You called him a perfect teammate. The fact that he goes out of his way to thank the trainer, thank CJ for rehabbing him, to think of everybody that way that he did.
Yeah. I thought that the tribute that he gave to Kenny too was so right on the money. Kenny was such an inspirational part of all of our program. But the connection that he was willing to make with the players that he coached, you saw the result of it, and how unique and special, and why he was really such a great Seahawk for so many years. I love that he recognized him in a big way. He deserved every bit of it.
What did it mean to you to be able to give him this kind of send off? Just, that doesn't happen with every player.
Yeah, the timing just doesn't always work out. We have the opportunity and everything hits at the right time, and also it just was right. And John, sees the moment, and we had the space to do it. And sometimes you just don't have that, but it just worked out perfectly. I mean, the whole thing is just it's a perfect relationship. There's going to be a future to it. You heard KJ talk about it. We have big plans about stuff, and we've been talking for a long time about that. And you couldn't put a better guy in your program, to be an ambassador, to be a worker, to be a leader, to be an innovator, in all of that. So, as much as anything, I love that we know we have a future with KJ here.
What does that look like?
There's a number of things we're looking at. He's going to be involved when the time comes, when the time's right. He mentioned he's got some time. He's got some fall days that he wants to get through, and some tequilas in the box, and he's got big plans here for this fall. So it's not going to happen right away. But whenever he's ready, we're ready.
It's going to be a tough step for everybody, or players, when they have to do this. But KJ seems like he's really well positioned to kind of do it.
It's an extraordinarily difficult step, and I don't know that the non-players that could try to pass an opinion on this can understand that guys wanted to be football players when they were 5 and 6 years old. I mean, they're all of their life. They know wanting to be a ball player and be part of it in the game, and really it overwhelms your life. That's what you think about. I'm a football player. Yeah, I'm a kid. I'm a brother, and all that kind of stuff. I'm a ball player, and when that comes to an end, it's always too soon, and it's never under the circumstances that you want. So you make the best of it. The great example we have of Chris, having to deal with his deal this week, and then KJ having the time and taking the time to get clear about what he's trying to do. This is a really crucial time for these guys, and I see this and take it very much to heart, knowing how difficult it is to rediscover what you're going to do with the purpose of your life. And quite often football has been that, and so that's why it's such a big deal. And there's a real challenge. So we respect it and want to work with it and help whenever we can, and make sure that our guys make that next step really successfully.
When you watched the tape of day one, what did you think of your quarterback?
Day one was sharp, with the exception of a play, one miscue, but it was a really good first day. We didn't throw it all over the yard. We didn't have that many plays in the script, and they were split up. So we'll be accumulating reps and turns and observations and all that as we go. Today there was some third down work in here today for the first time, and so I'm anxious to see how we did in the situations and all. The guys are handling. We had a little trouble with the ball today that we didn't have yesterday. Just cadence and the noise. We were closer to the noise today, and it affected us a little bit. Didn't handle it as well as we'd like, but we got good work, so we're making progress.
We didn't see much of Tariq Young during the OTAs and minicamp, but he had several catches today.
Yeah.
What have you seen so far?
Yeah, everything that we've seen looks good. He's a different receiver in that he's got a real well-built, and big frame, and he's a big, strong kid, and he plays with it. The 83 looks pretty good. I keep thinking a rocket. Every time we see him, but he made good, good first impressions.
Where was Jamal Adams today?
Jamal's going to take some time here to try to figure out. He had a couple surgeries that he was working on, and yesterday his hand just wasn't right, and so he's getting some opinions about it. So we'll see what that means. I don't know right now, but I don't have anything to advance today other than us exchanging conversation last night. But he's looking into some stuff, and he's trying to get things figured out.
The hand he had the both of his fingers.
Yeah.
So it's the hand, not the shoulder or whatever?
How's the
It's got a very, very, very mild, slight awareness in the hamstring. It's not even a pull. It's just something that he felt, and so we're just making sure we don't overdo it too soon. I think that's as far as I know. That's the one guy that I've heard that had anything. So I'm in good shape. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the great Dr. Angela Duckworth. Hey there, hey Angela. We're really fortunate and proud. We have a really fun friendship that's built over the years of really discovery and study and challenge. And she always challenges me and gives me a hard time, and I'm trying to do the same for her, and so that we can get better. And you got a couple of gritty nuts going, banging heads. So there's always something that we're battling over. And she's out here doing some beautiful work for her foundation and some fundraising and all of that, and continues to do marvelous stuff. She shared can I talk about it? Yeah, she shared a concept with our guys today that's somewhat of a cutting edge concept. It's just, you probably haven't heard of yet, but you will. It's called goal fusion, and it's fusing your goals and connecting the thoughts of what you're trying to accomplish to keep you motivated and keep you focused on what you're doing, and just in an attempt to try to get better. And she tells us that all great competitors and performers find their way to goal fusion. They connect the dots so that they can keep themselves always pushing. And also, it was a really great message for the guys today. And there's a million things she could share with us, but that's all we got today. So we'll work at it, and we'll continue to be buds and help and follow each other along the way.
I may have missed this, but when do you expect Jamal back?
I don't know that. I don't know that yet. I don't know.
When you are making that decision, quarterback, how much will third down play?
It's all part of it. It's a big part. Third down, red zone are really big deals, and that's where the quarterbacks get challenged the most, and it's the most difficult. The defenses make it the hardest on you, and that usually is a true indicator of how far somebody's come along. And the young guys usually struggle in those situations, and we'll see how our guys do. Our guys have been around enough. They've got background. They've got feel for it, and by the time we get going after. I think it's Saturday. We'll start logging some really good reps, and every day we'll be in the red zone. Every day we'll be pressuring and really get some great information for our guys.
You mentioned Marquis Blair being back out yesterday, but where does he fit into things now?
Shoot, I mean, it's wide open. I'm really excited about him because of all that he's shown us in the past, the playmaking, the toughness, the physicality, the versatility that he brings. So. He's ready to jump, and he's a little frustrated. I think he got half the plays yesterday, and he's going to get a little bit more each day, and just to make sure that he's making a good comeback and ensuring that. But I have no ceiling on expectations for Keith. Everything's available to him. He can cover, he can run and hit, and he's a bright player too. So we'll see. We've missed him.
Andre look back to his old self?
Yeah, he had a fantastic first day. I mean, the thing I posed to the guys was that you get this one shot yesterday to make your first impression, and trying to challenge him a little bit. We had a number of guys that just kind of jumped out at us on practice field and off the film. He was one of them. Quandre looked great yesterday. You could not tell. He had a couple bursts and coverage opportunities that he was flying around the field. I think he logged the most plays in the day, by the time the day was over, so we cut it back a little bit today. But so he was full go, and that was great.
Looking back on the impression Sidney Jones made for you last year coming over here, the opportunity that's in front of him now, what do you kind of think about his fit with you guys and the way he showed last year and what he's bringing to the table?
Let me say this. I've said it before. I'll say it again. The corners come in different sizes and shapes, and they have different kind of makeups to the way they play. Sidney is a playmaker. He's a field guy. He's got great awareness. He's really smart. Positions, sees well, reads well. Got terrific hands. Plays the ball really well. And so now that he's showed us that he knows what's going on and know how we want to play him and how it fits in the scheme and all, now we're really trying to draw to his strengths and allow him to fit in. The way we coach him up and the way we play him, not everybody has to be exactly the same, is what I'm saying. And Sid's got his way. And he's going to be a hard guy to move because he's so sharp and he's on it, and you can really count on him. So he's done well. Interesting that Kobe Bryant is very similar. They have really similar makeup in their way. Kobe had enormous years as a senior last year, but you can see the playmaking ability, incredible hands and timing on the football, and so that's competition at its best,
What did you hear about Cody's starts he had to end the year?
Cody Part, yeah. Well, he has positioned himself where we're counting on him to do a ton of playing. Everything he's ever done, he's done well. He's been a big-time leader in special teams, been a big playmaker, a big hitter. When he's had his chances, he's done fine. He's the best he's been, the most settled in he's been in his reads and the feel that he has. He's always been an excellent pass defender, which we need him to be. And so we're gonna try to allow him to play to his strengths and count on him to do a bunch of playing for us.
For a second, was this something that he had expressed concern about during the off season with the stats? Did it come up yesterday?
No, well, just anybody that comes back from from the surgeries, we're always concerned and see how they move back in and all. He just felt something that didn't feel right, and so he's got to get it checked out. And he's really concerned. He's really upset that he has to miss anything. And but we jumped right at the chance of let's take care of it and see what's going on right now.
Put you on the spot a little bit, but who would you say is pound for pound the best athlete on the roster?
Pound for pound best athlete on the roster. Well, nobody's got more than DK. I mean, DK's got everything you could ask for. Big, strong, fast, athletic, quick, agile, creative. He's loaded with talent.
Is on DK anytime soon?
Well, we'll let you know soon.
Who would you say is pound for pound the best reporter?
Well, I was going to say I was going to give it to the big fella here, but he's looking a little sloppy today, so I'm holding back on it.
All right, thank you, everybody.
See you guys.